I just happened to be, I think, one of those women that drew kids or something or the other, because my daughters would go out and they would bring home, they'd find somebody to bring home, maybe some girl. And my husband was a fireman, and so I was just telling Earl about an experience that I had. Was that this is one of a friend of mine came, and she was talking and this, that, and the other, and I could hear a child like whimpering, and that went on, and this was during the winter months, and that went on for maybe about, I'd say maybe 10 minutes. I said, there's said, sounds like a baby. He said, but it must be an animal that's outside. So I opened up my door, and lo and behold, there was a baby outside. Someone had decided, never knew who it was, that they had left the baby on my front steps. So that was one experience, because that baby grew up, still growing up, being one of my daughters.
I don't know if Jan does or not.
And we were talking earlier this morning about strange things. Of course, my husband died young. He was a fireman, and he had a heart attack. And so I had these girls to raise. I did a lot of praying for those kids, a lot of praying for a lot of things. But I've had, and I thank God for it, I've had an interesting life. I lost my husband young, but other things came along to take this place. Like I had to raise the children. And that's mostly of what I have done with mine. It has been being involved with young people, and I still am, you know. And needless to say, I have a large family. You know, like they say, here comes the Joneses when it's the group was. But I've been fortunate enough, because I've seen these kids grow up. Now I have, he's a grandson that.
Do you have another sheet? Is there
he did play pro ball. He's now teaching at school. And so that's been mostly what my life has been. It's been, I think, raising my children, and it seems to be other people's children too. And I've often thought, well, you know, I wonder who I could run them down. In fact, I've threatened them many a time. Now they're grown up, it doesn't work. I'm going to find somebody and I'm going to leave you there. So it's mostly been, that's what I have been responsible for, and I still am, I guess. I can't seem to get out of it, so that's it. It hasn't been a really big, thromping life, but it has been a good life. And that's what I thank God for, you know. I've had some lumps and bumps, but I've been fortunate in other ways, in a lot of ways. So it equals out, and I can't really complain. That's why I say when I get to heaven, I'm going to sit down, the angels.
Who says you're going there?
I'm not going to bring you with me. That's a promise. You're going to be
Promise?
here. I'm going to leave you here for the other guy.
Promise?
Just